Start. Um, what is your name?
My name is Cognition.
Okay. Where are you living?
Section Linguistics.
Okay. Which school are you attending?
Enterprise Primary School.
Enterprise Primary School. Um, what would you like to be when you grow up?
I would like to be a police.
Okay. Being a policeman, how will you serve the community?
by, by saving the community.
Okay. Um, what prompted to be that want to be a policeman? What reason why you want to be a policeman?
I just want to be a policeman, like to help the community to be safe.
Okay. What's your favorite subject at school?
At school,
Mm-hmm.
English.
English your favorite subject.
Mm-hmm.
So it means that you love English, so you love reading.
Yes.
You like to read.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So you like to read for me today?
Yes.
Okay. So what are you gonna read for me today?
The hare and the hyena.
The hare and the hyena. So
I gotta get the book.
I will come closer. So you're gonna read the hare and the hyena. So you know what is a hare, right?
A hare?
What is a hare?
I don't know.
You know what's a hare? You know
What
what
is
is a hyena?
Yeah. What is it?
Here is what a rabbit. Then I will refer to as rabbit. So you're gonna read now, that. And the other one is the,
Hyena.
you know what is a hyena, right?
Yeah.
Where do you saw hyena?
Africa.
Yeah, you have hyena in Guyana.
Mm-hmm.
You have hyena in Guyana. So you're gonna start reading, alright?
Yeah.
Okay.
One day, a long time ago, when there was a farmer in a certain part in Africa, he met hyena. How thin you are looking, said he. You look as thought you would not say no to a good meal either, replied hyena. The two animals continued on the road together until they came to a farmer who was grumbling because all his servants had left him. Well, work for you if you will feed us, suggested he. The farmer wiggily agreed and giving the two animals a pot of beans to cook, showed them the part of his farm where they must live. First of all, they made a fire and fetched 2 large stones. They rested the pot on them to cook their meal, while they sat to work. When the sun was high in the sky and it was time for midday rest, Hyena told Hare to keep an eye on the cooking pot, while he himself went down to the river to wash. Hare sat by the pot staring it with a stick and longing to begin his meal, while Hyena, as soon as he was out of sight of Hare, shook it off his skin. He looked at the most horrible spectacular and ran back to Hare, uttering strange cries. Poor Hare was terrified. Help, help, he squealed as he ran for his life. Never have I seen such a terrible creature. It must be a very bad juju. Hyena quickly sat down and ate all the food, which was scarcely enough for one in any case. And then he went back to the river, found his skin, and put it on again. He strolled slowly up to the bank, to the place where the cooking pot stood, and found Hare returning cautiously. Oh, Hyena, gasped Hare. Did you see too? See what? Asked the deceitful animal. That terrible demon, explained Hare. I saw nothing. But come let us eat now, said Hyena calmly as he walked towards the cooking pot and looked inside it. Where is it? Where is my food? What has happened to it? Cried Hyena, pretending to be in a fine range. Here look here looked at the empty pot. Looked at the empty pot. It was it was that horrible demon, he explained it. It frightened me away so that it could eat our food. Rubbish. You ate it yourself while I was washing up the river, shouted Hyena, and no amount of protestation by poor Hare had my effect. Well said Hare, I know what I shall do. I shall make a fine bow and arrow, and if the creature comes again, I shall shoot it. The next day, the farmer again gave them a pot of beans, but instead of working while it cooked, Hare, Hare took a supple branch and began to make himself a bow. The cunning hyena watched him as he shaped the wood with his knife, and when it was almost finished, he said, "Give me your bow. Here, here. My father taught me a special way of cutting bows to make them better than any others. I'll finish that for you." The unsuspecting hare gave up his bow and knife, and hyena began cutting it in a special way, making it so weak in one place that it was bound to break uh, as soon as it was used. There you are. Keep this beside you while I go and wash it in case that creature comes again, said Hyena, as he bounded off to the river to remove his skin once more. Here waiting beside the pot of food was just considering whether he could take a mouthful, so great was his hunger. When once again the most repulsive looking animal he had ever seen bounded towards him. Seizing him, though he put an arrow in it and pulled it. Snap! It broke in his hands, and as the horrible creature came closer and closer, he fled. So of course Hyena had all the food once more and then went back to the river and put on his skin. He returned to accuse him Hare of stealing the beans. Hare denied having even a taste of food, but looking closely at Hyena, he thought he saw a little piece of bean stuck in his teeth as he spoke. Hiya, said Hare to himself. If that's the way it is, I shall be ready for you tomorrow, my friend. That night, while Hyena was sleeping, Hare made another bow. It was good strong bow, with no weak spots at all, and had 3 sharp arrows to go with it. Then, then Hare Then the hare, feeling ravenous by now, crept to the spot, long grass, and returning to find Hyena.
Apa?
Yeah, to find Hyena, still asleep. He lay down close by him. The next day, everything happened as Hare had expected. The two animals worked hard all morning, while the cooking pot boiled nearby, and at midday, Hyena went to the river to wash. Hare waited his new bow in his hand. Presently the loathsome-looking creature came towards him. Hare raised his bow and shot straight into the creature's heart. When the went the arrow, and hyena fell dead on the ground. Was hyena. Oh, well, he remarked as oh, well, he remarked as he ate the food, ate the first good meal he had for days. My mother always told me that greed did not pay, and now I know she was right.
Read well, right? It's a good read. A fluent reader. But when you read, you're supposed to understand what you have read, right?
Mhm.
So that means you can comprehend what you have read, understand everything that you have read. So now I'm gonna ask you some questions. Are you ready to answer these questions?
Yes.
Based on what you have read. So you know that you understand everything that you have read here, right? So good. These are folk tales, right? So about animals, folk tales about the animal talk and so on. That is folk tales made up story and thing, right?
Mhm.
So can you tell me where this folk tale came from? Which
Okay.
country? Which country this story came from?
Africa.
Very answer example. So based on the folk tales, there are two characters there. Right? Who are the two characters?
The two characters is the hyena and the hare.
Well, do you think they are friends?
Yes.
Good. But tell me something about the hare.
Hare. Mm, the hare went to the river and shipped off his skin.
Okay. The hare. And then you had the hyena. So which one there was the one that was playing the trick?
The hyena.
The hyena was playing the trick. Why the hyena playing the trick?
Why nature?
Mm-hmm. Got a reason. If you look in the picture there, what you see in the picture there?
Did it in front of the pot.
It's a pot, right?
Yes.
So
He tricked.
so a farmer gave them something to cook, right?
Yes.
The farmer gave them, they were hungry and the farmer gave them something to cook. So one of them was very greedy. So this is a greedy one.
The hyena.
Hyena. Why greedy?
Why he did it?
Why was the greedy one? We have the pot of food here, and you have both of them cooking for both, right? The here is one no, that cook for both of them, but so greed. Greedy. When I say you're greedy at school, you mean what?
I mean, like the other shares.
Very good. So if you don't want to share, it means that the hyena want what?
All the food.
Very good. The hyena want all the food. So the hyena now devise a plan. What plan the hyena devise?
Which plan?
Yeah, what the hyena did to get all the food?
He read the grass in the yard.
I think he dressed like something. Like if you can go through the passage, you see that there, right? See? Just like a what? What do you call that thing? Let's start with M, right? M is for
And
M. M stands for monster, right?
monster.
Good, just like a
Monster.
monster. And whenever it's like a monster, what happens? If you see a monster, what you gonna do?
Well done.
You go run. So scare who got scared when you see the monster?
The hare.
The hare. But you know when you're doing something wrong, one day you will get catch. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So how the haircut suspected hyena?
Because he see it being stuck in his teeth.
Very good. And then planned on him, right? And what he did?
Pull the hair.
What the hair did to?
He did.
What the hair did to get rid of the hyena?
He get a stitchable branch and cut it to make a bow.
Mhm.
And then he shoot it.
Before he was making arrow all the time, and the hyena was tricking in, kissing me to make it in a special way. But this time he hide one, right? Good. So it's a folk tale, and a folk tales always have a meaning. So the meaning is telling you here in this last paragraph. What is the real meaning come from this last paragraph? What is the meaning of the whole story?
From African
Just read.
myths and legends retold by
Okay. Now read from here. Let's see.
here. Here.
Mm-hmm.
My mother always told me that greed did not pay and no, she was right.
Good. Read. When you want all things for yourself, you can never pay off, right? If you want all things for yourself, especially if the parents are more than one children and want to share the property and one but you want everything, you never pay off for understand? Like if you got all the seats here and you take all for yourself and share it with your friends, you don't pay off, eh? You have to share. Very good. Okay, superhero. Alright. That brings us the end of this lesson.